Hi, I am Anne Marie Lafferty with Healing Within Wellness, and I'm seeing on social media a couple people still looking for appointments for therapists, counselors, or looking to see some professional mental health through maybe their workplace, and they aren't able to schedule timely appointments. So this is going to be part two of some self-care and mental health care tips for you. I invite you to see self-care tips number one that is on my website and on the YouTube channel. And today I put a list together of some other items that you can do for yourself in times of when you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling triggered, or just some kind of daily maintenance. So you are, ready just to get out in that world and feel strong, maintain your thoughts and maintaining your energy throughout the day. So the first one that I like to do and is very simple. It's just placing your right hand over or near your heart and just simply breathe. So we are connecting to that part of us that is focused and centered around love, which is the heart, and then pairing with our breathing just with that center of love within us. So this is maybe good if you're feeling depleted. You just kind of feel like you've just kind of given everything away to everybody. This is a way to just replenish yourself. So staying here. And what also really helps is breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. I like to couple the breathing with a color. So I like to breathe into the color of yellow. Yellow is bright, it's happy, it's a good therapeutic color. And then imagine anything that you're blowing out. You can blow out anything that's brown, dark, kind of sooty. Again, just kind of breathing out anything that feels heavy. You can breathe into the word peace and just bring that in, and then blow out anything, practice blowing out resentment, or couple them with the word. So the breath in is a positive word, the breath out is a negative emotion or a negative feeling that maybe you're connecting at that moment. So that's the first one I always like to go to. These next couple ones have been really helpful for me, especially if I'm working with clients. So we all have something called spirit gates. We have a spirit, we have a soul, but for whatever reasons, maybe those gates or allowing people into our spirit or into our soul gets left open. And part of self-care is replenishing ourselves and what we need. So for me, I just simply say this statement: closing all my spirit gates and keeping my spirit gates slammed closed. We don't want to go around just completely bearing and exposing our soul and our spirit to absolutely everyone and anyone. And again, social media, things that are going on in the world, drama, they can all deplete us and kind of just start nipping and pecking at us. Especially, subconsciously, I'm talking about now. So just simply saying, closing my spirit gates, and I keep my spirit gates slammed shut or slammed closed, gives the command, and it gives that visual that, no, you can't take from me. I am keeping my spirit, myself, and my soul happy, healthy, and whole. Okay. Another one is called portals. And I kind of then have this image of SpongeBob SquarePants. And, he's got all those holes. He's a sponge. But we don't want to be sponges, because what happens is we suck in through those holes, maybe stuff we don't want, but then all our good essence and maybe the good things about us leak out the holes. So what we want to do is we want to close all our portals and keeping my portals slammed shut. So we're taking all those little holes in our energy field and out and around us. Now remember, our energy field, it goes out 6 feet from us in every direction. So just imagine 3 or 4 feet from you and somebody may say something unkind. In that instance that you say, "Ew, I didn't like that," or "that felt yucky," or you realize your feelings got hurt, you got a big wide opening in your energy field and crap is getting through. So again, with just the statement of closing all my portals and keeping my portals slammed shut is then a statement to anyone in that 6-foot radius that, you know what, I am putting up kind of this awesome impervious defense. And the great things can still come in, but all the ick and the insults and the crap and the fighting and the disrespect, it just doesn't come in. And it's really cool to watch once you've closed your spirit gates and once you've closed your portals, people who disrespected you, people who hurt you, they might come in and 3 or 4 feet, they'll take a sudden turn and go the other way. And you're like, yeah, because my portal is closed. It doesn't come in your space. So now you start regaining your power again. You start controlling. You have more control of who and what comes in your space and your energy. And this is then huge when we're talking about trauma, people that may rub us the wrong way, whether it's family, coworkers, something on the news, whatever is triggering, you're going to start noticing that there's a lot less triggers for you. But also if you're someone with anxiety or someone with depression, you start gaining the upper hand a little bit on some of the things that have been affecting you. This next one I love. Imagine from, say, your hip area, pubic bone up. So from, say, slightly before your waist, you have this giant zipper. We've got a zipper that goes up the front of us, and you got a zipper that goes up the back of your spine. These are called your main meridians, and you want to keep them zipped up. Okay? We don't want to be walking around with our zipper down all day because guess what? Stuff's going to come in and it's going to settle and glob on us somewhere just because we're human. If we are already walking around with hurt, anger, PTSD, anxiety, things are going to glob onto you faster and easier because you're not staying in your own power. So all you do is, I just say it out loud, but for a beginner, simply just take your hand and just say, going all the way up, zipping up my front meridian. And then at your mouth, you want to make a figure 8 and throw away the key. Okay? You're gonna do the same thing for your back. Zipping up my back meridian, and just put your hand down there. Just put your hand down there at the base of the spine and just make a slow motion coming up your back. And then come to the base of the skull. So coming up past the neck, base of the skull. Make your same figure 8, zipping up my back meridian. Make a couple figure 8s, throw away the key. Okay, that is going to have you stay in your power. You're going to stay in your truth. All your goodness is all zipped up. It's all yours. And again, less of the junk, less of drama going on around you. You're going to notice you just don't engage in it anymore. It doesn't kind of snap out and get you. You'll be able to stand back and observe what is going on around you instead of jumping in and having to react and having to be an opinion and lashing out on social media about stuff. You're going to have a greater sense of self-control is what these are all for. I've mentioned before taking baking soda and salt baths, and I'm really serious about this one. 2 to 3 times a week. The first bath is a whole box of table salt, iodized salt, to a whole box of baking soda in a warm bath. Sit in it for 10 to 15 minutes and just imagine just junk, ick, anything icky. Just say, you know what? I just leave it all here in the bath. I want anger, depression, and anxiety. You know what? I just want it to break off of me, fall off of me. I surrender it to these healing, purifying bath waters. And as you're letting go of anything you don't want, then completely immerse yourself in the waters, get your hair wet, get your face wet, keep turning over and over and over, completely get yourself all the way wet. And at the end, then you can just say, and I would love more peace and joy. I would love to be happier. I would like to be more abundant. So first, it's a purging of what you don't want. And then bring in what you do want. And just make it light and fun. And then when you're all done, do not rinse off. Just get up, wrap yourself in a towel, wrap your hair in a towel, sit in a quiet place, and just say thank you. Thank you for how my life is going to change. Thank you for purifying everything so I have more ease, joy, and fun. However creative you want to be with this. And if you can't think of anything specific because this may be your first time, just say thank you. Say thank you for my bath. Thank you for that time. And then the best time to do this is in the evening. So, after work, maybe after the kids go to bed. And then I suggest go to sleep. Sleep with the salt and the baking soda on you. It's extremely powerful, especially in your hair. You can shower the following day, which is fine. Some newer things that I have been doing is setting out a couple bowls of water. I just have some like Rubbermaid, food storage, and I have a couple of them around the house. And again, if you notice anything that comes up for you, if you're tired, if you're fatigued, if you're irritable, if you're mad about something, it's the simple statement, sending all my anger at my coworkers into the bowl of water. You can even point to it, sending all my anger at my coworkers into the bowl of water. Sending all my disappointment with my teenage son into the bowl of water. sending all my disappointment and hurt that just happened between me and my boyfriend, sending it into the bowl of water. So whatever negative, and then if you can tie an emotion, a feeling, or even an event, that fight with my mother, I send into the bowl of water. What happens is we're taking those energies off of us. We're taking those thoughts, we're taking those worries from the subconscious, from the conscious. We're putting it into the water where it is instantly broken up, it is instantly diffused. And again, it takes that heavy load and that burden off of us. It takes it off again of our mind, and it also takes it off of our physical body. And if there's, depending on how big your house is, it's how many bowls of water that you have. A bowl of water is great in kids' rooms. Put it in a corner. It's not going to get dumped or kicked over. But there is so much power in having the bowl of water just there, and it's just catching all the crap. Literally, literally. Your house has crap. The property your house sits on has crap. It's just inherent. It's just there's stuff. We're all energy, and all we're doing is exchanging energies all day long, consciously, unconsciously. And all you can just say, is, yeah, I just send everything in the bowl of water. Everything that's not love, light, and joy, just send it in the water. Everything that's not love, light, and joy in my family, everything that's not love, light, and joy at my workplace, I just throw it in the bowl of water. And what is really cool is you can also use this technique while you're at work. So if you're at work and you're overwhelmed, just say, you know what? Sending all my overwhelm right now into that bowl of water back at my house. It still works. If you can't put a bowl of water at your workplace, then just send it off and put it into the bowl of water at my house. It still works. I was on a road trip a week or two ago, and I left bowls of water out at my house, knowing I'm going to be on the road. And if something came up and I'm in another state, I go, oh yeah, I'm sending that. I see it, and I'm sending it to the bowl of water back at my house. It still works. Energy is energy. It is limitless. So that's a great one to play with. It is a great one for teens. Have teens do it. Put the bowl of water in their room and say, you know what, when you're feeling moody, when someone hurts your feelings, when you read something on social media and it wasn't very kind, have them put it in the bowl of water. They will love doing this. It gives them control, and it also gives them some tools to start taking some control and initiative with their own self-care and with their own mental health. So I cannot say enough about having out bowls of water. And again, it can be in a corner of a room. It doesn't have to be, in the way for you and your family. I would say the only thing is you do not want a dog or cat or a pet drinking the water. So that brings me to a good point is, what do you do with the water? So I leave my bowls of water out. Maybe the first couple times you do it, I would change it every 2 days because they're gonna get a ton of stuff collected pretty quick. Once you've been doing this maybe for 10 days, 2 weeks, maybe change the water every second, third day, depends on what's going on with you and your house. So one, yes, you do not want pets drinking from the water. So you could have it up on a table. It doesn't have to be on the ground. So you can be creative where you put the bowl of water. The second thing is, before changing the water, it needs to be purified. And what you want to do is you want to call on your helpful, psychic, spirits. Say, helpful psychic spirits, please come now and purify the bowls of water that have been sitting out. Purify the water and discharge everything out of the water, so I may then water the plants outside with that water. Thank you for purifying. Thank you for discharging everything out of the water, so it may be repurposed to water plants out front. So you have to have the helpful psychic spirits, and by you just saying it out loud does the trick. Okay. I usually wait maybe 2-3 hours, and I just thank again. I just say, thank you, helpful psychic spirits, for coming and cleansing and purging my water. Please finish now. And then I go out and I water the plants with it. And it's one of my favorites. Okay, the next one is a lighted candle. And of course, I can't say enough about being responsible about a candle. I have a candle. It's a 2-wick candle. Let me grab it. It's nothing fancy. I bought it at Ross. Pick something that smells good to you. I like 2-wick or more. I also like this candle just because it said blessed. So, you know, using intention, it's like, yes, I want my home to be blessed. We want everything that we are asking for in life to be blessed. So I just grabbed one that just said blessed on it. So, and yay, Ross. It was $6.99. So you don't have to go to a huge expense and buy an expensive candle. So again, if you're feeling an emotion, something's coming up for you and it just really feels icky. So let's, I don't know, the word resentment comes to mind. Just say, I am taking all my resentment and I place it into the flames of my lit candle. Taking all my resentment, all my family's resentment, all my workplace resentment, everywhere that is causing me resentment, I put that resentment into the flames of that burning candle. And again, you're just sending energy. You're sending energy, the ick associated with something. You're putting it in the flame of that burning candle. And as soon as that energy hits the flame, that's it. It's done. It's gone. So this is a great one. Again, you know, young children, you know, pets, you know, be safe. But this is something, again, that you can do and nobody knows. I mean, your family thinks, oh, look, she lit a candle. But you're sending all your husband's crap and all your kids' crap in the candle, and you're going to notice a much happier household to be in. So again, it's fun. Have fun with these self-care tips. This is the point, is, you know, we all have stuff, but we can get rid of it. It doesn't have to glob on. It doesn't have to be there for 10, 15 years. Like some of the stuff, you know, with clients and athletes that I see. You can take control of your life. You can win over anxiety. You can win over depression. You can win over absolutely anything by using these techniques and then combining these techniques. You can do hand over your heart breathing and send crap to the candle. You can zip up your front meridian, throw away the key, zip up your back meridian, throw away the key, and send junk to the bowl of water. I mean, it is limitless what these can do for you. Okay, so now a couple over-the-counter things. The first one that I like is chlorella. Got that right there. Okay. So chlorella, years ago, I was diagnosed with components of lupus, components of fibromyalgia. So hello, I got the autoimmune spectrum going. And years ago, a really smart doctor turned me on to chlorella. Some of our patients were also taking it. So chlorella is a broken cell algae. And you want the broken cell algae. I get this on Amazon, like 30 bucks a bottle for 400 tablets. It's a superfood, so it's part of the greens. So spirulina, chlorella is in a lot of your green drinks. And this is amazing for autoimmune. So for lupus, fibromyalgia, anything autoimmune, chlorella is huge. It is great for detox. So detox the liver, detox the kidneys. I left 28 years of dentistry because of heavy metal toxicity and heavy metal poisoning. So I opted to do a lot of chlorella. I still do this every day for liver and kidney support. But this is great for energy. So if you're running low, you're a nurse, you're a doctor, you're a first responder, you're on 10s, 12s, and maybe you're relying on caffeine, you're relying on sugar. You're going to all those other, substances, those power drinks. What's that? Red Bull. Oh God, don't get me going on Red Bull. Any of those things, if you are dependent on those things, start integrating a couple tablets of chlorella. I do like 3. And it will probably fuel you maybe 3 to 5 hours. This is a complete food. If you never ate or drank a thing again in your life, you can live off of this. I don't recommend it. I'm not suggesting you do it. I'm just saying, if you're working long shifts and you're relying on putting less than ideal things in your body, see the amazing results you get with chlorella. It's amazing. Okay, next over-the-counter product that I use are flower essences. And this is Bach. These are amazing. It is a liquid. There's a bunch of them. It's a liquid. You put 1 to 2 drops into 8 ounces of water. Stir it, shake it up, whatever you want to do. So again, if you're a nurse, if you're a doctor, you're a first responder, you're somebody who works long shifts, you may be facing difficult situations during your shift. Flower essences are amazing for managing emotions, feelings, grief, extremely difficult situations, just moving, uprooting from somewhere, from going from one job to another job or another department to another department. Flower essences are extremely supportive to the nervous system, our immune system. I am happy to muscle test you for what flower essence, because I said there's quite a varied line of these. This one says have courage. So I've been making big life decisions lately, and I kind of felt like I couldn't make a decision. So I tested yes for this one, and I've had this one in my water now for about 3 weeks. And I do feel a lot clearer mentally on the life decisions that I need to make, and not having any anxiety about those decisions, that I've made those decisions and I feel really good about them. I feel secure. I feel confident in those decisions. So flower essences by Bach are amazing. What else do I have? I have wellness sprays. So these I make myself. This one is lavender. This one, my label says get shit done. And then I've also used this as manifesting magic. So these are essential oil blends that I put in a bottle. So it's wellness in a bottle. This one is just straight up lavender. It's like hardcore lavender. It's like 7 to 9 drops. But what it does is it supports my nervous system. It also interacts with our brain. Essential oils are from plants. They are distilled. They are pure, but when mixed in a certain way, so I mix these distilled water, organic coconut oil. What it does is it, again, renavigates the brain. It helps to reoxygenate the brain, but helps to process and move traumas, energies, thoughts, worries, concerns. It helps the brain process them in a way that we're no longer threatened by it. But then it also quiets down that central nervous system. So our body and our brain goes, okay, like we can slow down. Everything is going to be okay. Okay, so it's reassurance. This spray is peppermint, grapefruit, and clove. So this is if I'm working long hours. If I want to get things done, if I'm on a deadline, I'm writing an article. On my road trips, I'm driving sometimes 8 hours at a time. I'm spraying myself with this because it is stimulating. The peppermint is stimulating. The grapefruit is stimulating for me. But then the clove is really grounding. So then it brings in, I am safe, I am secure, I'm okay, I'm going to make that deadline. I am going to get to my destination in 8-10 hours in one great confident piece. So those are again little go-tos. Wellness sprays are on my website, www.healingwithin.us. Chlorella and Bach flower essences, those are Amazon. Let's see what else. Music. I love music. Music is extremely comforting and healing. Music on YouTube, some of my own recommendations that I use. I just type in rain, jazz with rain, rain with jazz, relaxing jazz and rain, calming rain, are just what I type in the description. I love something called hotel lounge music, especially the one that's called Milan, Milan. It's about an hour and 22 minutes long. And I use that when I'm writing my magazine articles, when I'm coming up with new sprays. The hotel lounge music has just been amazing. I mean, the hour and 22 minutes is up, and then I go ahead and I start it all over again. What I also like, with music on YouTube. It's called Chill Hop Guitar. The first one I even landed on was 11 hours. So I get up in the morning, I put it on, and I have it on all day if I'm out with clients or whatever. The music is on, my candle is lit, I have my bowls of water out, just surrounding myself with these tools. First thing when I get up in the morning is I close my spirit gates and keep them closed. I close my portals, I keep them closed. I zip up the front, throw away the key. I zip up the back, throw away the key. And when you're starting with all of these tools, especially the first couple there, repeat them several times during the day. You may need to close your portals 3-4 times a day, maybe for the first week, until you start getting like a really good, strong, 6-foot circumference in your energy field. I definitely close my spirit gates. I close my portals. I zip up my front meridian and I zip up my back meridian going to bed. It's really important to, again, keep that energy field clean and strong. You will fall asleep a lot faster. You will have better quality of sleep, and you will have less going on in your mind as you sleep. So these are all things for strengthening your mind and body. So I covered a lot. So again, there's these tools here. There is self-care tips number 1. I have guided meditation videos on my website. So my website again is www.healingwithin.us. I love your comments. You can please post comments to this video, what worked well for you. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. My email is healingwithin11@gmail.com. So healingwithin11@gmail.com. On Instagram, I am healingwithin11. LinkedIn, I am Anne Marie Lafferty. On Twitter, I am Anne Marie Lafferty, CECP, I believe. My practice is Healing Within Wellness. And I am certified energy medicine practitioner. I'm a neuro-emotional therapy specialist, full court of atonement. And let's see, I do the body code, mind-body medicine facilitator, NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. So there are a lot of modalities and things that I also put into action when I am working with a client. We can discuss kind of what combination of these things can help you. But also is we all have a delete button. And your delete button is by your belly button, which is also called your solar plex chakra. And a lot of what I do is we either weave those traumas, we remove those traumas, we can reprogram them. There's certain ways, thoughts, actions, and disciplines that I am trained in, that I use, that stops said behavior right then and there. And again, my message is, 1, you're not alone, and 2 is there are treatments, tools, and things to help you with any challenges and behaviors that you are a loved one may be experiencing. So I hope these tips were helpful. Please leave comments, and thank you so much. Be well.